What is up, friends? I want to thank you for stopping by. You got Sturkules here. We're playing our PGO-Rider semifinal matchup against I think it's Bilbao Bidoof. I still haven't actually asked how to say it, but it's coached by Felom. And luckily today's my day off from work because played this at kind of a weird time. But since we're on very different time zones. They're from Europe, and me obviously being from Central U.S., we had about a 6-hour time difference. So luckily I was able to play this during the day. We've played our match, and I got to do the team builder ahead of time, so I'm going to go ahead and do that team builder now. I didn't need to tell you that. I could have acted like I hadn't, but, we are where we are. But looking at their squad, if you remember this team from just a couple weeks ago, they've obviously had a very good season, 6-2 plus 16, but they've just got breakers for days. They have kind of their defensive presence with Amoonguss and Corviknight, and even something like Chestnut that can be very defensive. And then from there, it's just breakers. Like, you also have Mons that can sweep, but I mean, like, Gengar and Tapu Lele are two amazing special breakers. Mega Charizard X and Sun and is an amazing special breaker. Then you got Mamo, Hax, Obstagoon, Crawdaunt are like four of the best physical breakers in the game. So, and then Boltund, even for its own right, is like can be very powerful with Strong Jaw in the right situation. We did not put really any prep in for Boltund and tried to kind of have prep for everything else. But yeah, the points in this league are just crazy that these Mons, ranging from 15 down to 9, that they're able to get all these and still end up with a Boltund too, which is like 5 points. They go from 1 points to 20 points. So these are crazy value. Like, I still can't get over Mamo and Hax at 12 and 13, Gengar and Corvi and Tapu Lele all on 15. Like, when my Lando's a 20, that's crazy. But we're playing against the team we're up against. We did struggle last time with Choice Banded Haxorus was a very huge problem, and then Assault Vest Mamoswine was a very huge problem. So that's their squad. Let's just go ahead and look at what we've brought. I probably got to resize this a little so it all is going to fit on the screen. Yep, okay. But yeah, I got some good advice from a friend when we were helping build. Mr. Ty, aka Regal, basically just said, don't prep like it's going to be a similar team, but expect a few changes, and that was some very good sage advice. So here's what we got. We got Fox with heavy duty boots, surprise, surprise, and flame body. And we went very defensive as usual because this was nice as really a Mamo or Haxorus check, and really even switching into Corviknight, it could do a whole lot. And Flamethrower pretty much just hit everything what it wasn't going to hit. Will-O-Wisp was one of the more important moves to try to click, and then obviously pivoting around with U-Turn, and then Roost gives it some longevity. Wasn't worried about defogging, even though they did have a few rockers like Mamoswine, and they do have Chestnut for spikes, but did expect this to be a pretty quick game, so I was more worried about getting my own hazards up. So as you can see, we have a Shell Smash Blastoise, which is always scary. I struggled between Surf and Hydro Pump. Basically, Surf did the job if rocks were up and if I had a few things chipped down. Now, there was a possibility I could try to get up 2 Shell Smashes, so in that case, Surf was better. But Hydro Pump damage was nice for Tapu Lele and Corviknight, and ultimately I just decided let's go with the accuracy and just hope we can chip things down, because this isn't our only way to win. So this could even kind of just be a mid-game breaker to set up something else to win. So Ice Beam, Aura Sphere, and Shell Smash are going to hit pretty much everything if you look at their team. Surf is hitting everything but like Chestnut and Amoonguss, which Ice Beam hits. If he brought Amoonguss, we really would have had to chip that down for Ice Beam, even at +2. Aura Sphere, obviously hitting Crawdaunt, which is really the only thing that takes dual stab, and really it probably took a lot from a Surf. I considered running like a sub Shell Smash set, just so I could substitute if if they wanted to switch in front of me. But then we have Venus, surprise, surprise, with Close Combat, Mega Kick, Power Up Punch, and Quick Attack. I was very, very close to running Baton Pass over Quick Attack because they did bring Rocky Helmet Corviknight last time, and it was really good against Lopunny. So I had a friend talk about how good Baton Pass can be against Rocky Helmet. So I did consider that, but last time they had that Scarf Gengar, And so if they didn't bring Tapu Lele for the terrain, quick attack with a power-up punch or two was very nice, especially if I could get things chipped. But then close combat and Mega Kick are going to hit everything. I hate how inaccurate Mega Kick is, but that power is really nice for Tapu Lele. Now, something to note is that if Tapu Lele is Choice Scarfed, or Choice Specs, it has a hard time hitting both Lopunny and Gemini Cricket, our Jirachi, which we'll get to in a second. We got Lando Calrissian, just another breaker, but a lot of times this thing forces, a lot of times this thing is going to force switches. So getting up a sub, and then letting us click Gravity, or just a very strong move. Obviously, we're Sludge Wave over Sludge Bomb because Chestnut has Bulletproof, but also just because it's more powerful, because with Sheer Force we can't poison anyway. So that's just a better move to have, but this does hit pretty much everything. Once again, once we get a Gravity up, Earth Power's hitting Corviknight. So I probably should have ran subsets more this season on this. I think a lot of times I just had 4 move slot syndrome, and this week I didn't. I didn't need it to have rocks since I brought Regirock. I initially had rocks on Jirachi, but we'll get to the Regirock set. And then Gemini Cricket with Kasib Berry. I actually considered running Gravity on this too for Lando so that Lando didn't have to carry it, but I just felt like it needed its move slots more. So Iron Head, obviously, we don't really need to invest into attack here because a lot of the things that, like Mamo or Crawdaunt, we're going to outspeed. So we can Iron Head flinch them with Serene Grace, Zen Headbutt, hits. What did I have that for? I know I definitely had it for something like Chestnut. Had it for Amoonguss. And there was something else that Iron Head wasn't going to hit well enough. I'm kind of blanking. But then obviously if Corvi comes in, we're wishing or U-turning. And then the Kasib Berry weakens ghost-type moves. Don't forget this is an item clause league, so I got to make sure these are all different items. But the Kasib Berry is going to help this be a check to Tapu Lele pretty much no matter what. So we'll be able to take any move. Well, obviously we're going to take very minimal damage from any Psychic or Fairy moves, and then they click. They either click Focus Blast, which has a chance of missing, or they click the smarter, in this situation, Shadow Ball, which will have that damage reduced and hit very hard back with Iron Head. Then lastly, we have our likely lead, or something we just really want to get in early, the Boulder with Custap Berry. This set, once again, I said I had got a few friends helping build almost every week. Sometimes I build alone if I just think I got good enough, but sometimes if you just need a little help, and my friend Ty came up with this set, and it was very legendary. He came up with basically the Custap Berry, Sturdy, and Explosion part of it with Stealth Rock. So getting up rocks, and then if something wanted to defog, we explode. The Custap Berry letting us do that. Or if we get knocked down, we have another chance with Custap Berry at getting up some fast Stealth Rocks. But the idea was to get up Stealth Rocks, and then if we get into sturdy range, we boom on something. I brought Thunderwave as well. I just thought for a lot of his team, being so offensive, Thunderwave really crippled a lot of them. And then Rock Slide just for some stab to hit things. And funnily enough, the stab move being the least likely thing for us to click with this being in. So this is the team. The biggest plan here really is get up rocks. We were thinking, right, if I clicked Explosion on a defog, that the defog would not work, and then Blastoise could come in and Shell Smash. So I was willing to bring in Shell Smash almost right away if I had rocks up. But if not, I could kind of chip things down with my breakers, and then obviously Fox and Gemini Cricket are just kind of my answers, and with Roost and Wish they can kind of keep things alive. And then at some point we were hoping that Blastoise would Shell Smash and win. But if it even just breaks for things, I think Lopunny and Lando both have very big capability of winning this match as well. So guys, let's hop into this match, see how things go. For stopping by, you got Sturcules here, and I'm playing my PGO playoff match against Felom. This is the semifinals, so if we win, we are in to the championship. We lost to Felom a few weeks ago. Hopefully our prep's a little better this time. You saw the team builder, but we're going to try to get rocks up early. We're going to try to get Blaster Oogway Shell Smashed and win this thing. I see no Gengar, so I wish I would have had Baton Pass instead of Quick Attack on Lopunny. So we just need to do this thing. Getting up rocks early is really nice. I do need to remember they do have 2 forms of priority, but Blastoise does resist them both. I left it with surf. I considered hydro pump. Yeah, the most important thing that Regirock can do is get up Stealth Rocks. So, and actually, if we get up rocks, yeah, if we get up rocks, and now we can do a. We could switch into Fox, or we could Custap, because they're going to be faster. So let's Custap an Explosion. Cool. So that helps. Now we do need to watch out for the Ice Shard. And we know you're not Scarfed, so let's just go ahead and U-turn here. So that's huge that we got Mamo out of the way, and we got our rocks up. If you're going to go straight into defogging, I kind of want to go straight into Oogway here. And we'll see who you go to. Because really, like, it seems stupid, but, like, yeah, I mean, if you go Corvi here, I need to run some calcs, but I can possibly just Shell Smash twice and win. I do need to watch out for first impression also. Okay, so yeah, we don't want to do that. But we do have a really nice switch in here. Yeah, I figured you'd Spiky Shield. I should have clicked Roost. I could have, but that's okay. So they are going to get rid of rocks. That's a huge bummer. And now I'm going to U-turn because I don't think you stay in. So I didn't play that super well. That's okay. Okay. Blastoise at +2. Haxorus, let's say you're banded. 1v1 band. Outrage would kill. So we can't set up in front of you. This is really not the greatest situation here. But you know what? Corviknight's still kind of nice. How much is close combat doing? Like, obviously we really don't want to take an impression from you, but... Oh, hold up. So if you have first impression, how much is that doing? Not that much. Not going to overthink this. I'm just going to click CC. Okay, that's fine. Are you helmet? Okay. So I'd like to think here, what if I go +1? Obviously, my best play... So this is a... That did 41. Oh, wait, yeah, that's +1, Ben. How much defensive are you? Probably pretty defensive then. So if we went +1, that's not doing enough. Well, it could. But the problem is you can just Drain Punch, so I need to go Fox here. Yeah. See, and you know what? I could have... Man, that's annoying. Okay, so I'm going to Roost here on the fairly obvious Spiky Shield. If you switch, that's fine too. So, yeah, that's cool. So Crawdon's kind of a problem. You know what? I don't know how much Lando really does here. Lando's actually still really nice, but if you banded Aqua Jet, what's that doing? See, but they have to risk... they have to risk Flame Body if they do this. Crawdon. I don't want Sword Stance. I want Band. There we go. Aqua Jet's doing a lot, but it actually probably wouldn't kill. I could also Willow, because I am faster. Let's just Willow. I like that. You're not Lum? Okay. They did get rid of our HDBs. That's kind of a bummer. Let's Roost, just to see kind of what they want to do. These Leech Seeds are pretty annoying. No lie, but I'm quite happy with the burn there on Crawdon. Okay, so I mean, okay, they do stay in. All right, so I'm gonna do this. Dang, I did 32. Okay, cool. I kind of want to just keep Roosting. Oh, you're gonna Liquidation now. That's smart. Crab Hammer. Okay. Ooh, oh. I should have just gotten out of here. Okay, that's fine. I think I can actually set up here with Blastoise now. I'm gonna do it. I gotta be bold here. Really, everything gets O-code for sure except Lele. Can I go again? I better not. I better not get ahead of myself. The problem is Lele, even offensive, probably still lives where I'm at. Right? Like, let's just say you're this. +2 Surf. 69 to 82. So I'd need to go up to +4. And I would kill. So if I do that, though, I am at -1. Are you Life Orb? Okay, -1 Life Orb. On to... I gotta think this through, because I just wasn't really thinking about... So let's look at that Life Orb damage. You are burned. So you have no knockoff. You don't have knockoff. Oh, you could. You could. You don't have to have Sword Stance. Close Combat did... Okay, that was... So we need to calc what it did at normal. It did 28. Okay, that's about right. So we go -1. A knockoff could do up to 80. So we can't... Even if you're burnt? Dude, that's crazy. So I actually just kind of have to kill you here. Okay. That's fine. Ice Beam. Okay. You can't be Yachi. Okay. This might not win here. You want hacks? First impression doesn't kill, no. Okay, you have Crawdaunt now. Honestly, that's fine. I think I can still kill Lele plenty easily. Okay. Okay. I'm fine with this. So you go Lele. That makes me think you're probably Scarfed. So I'm going to go Gemini. Yeah. Okay. So I got a few things I could do here. But I think I just U-turn. So that should be game. Obviously, he can't Aqua Jet, so I'm going to pup again. And I'm going to play it safe and go ahead and just Mega Kick. Alright, so we win. We are going to make our way on to the finals to face the team that basically took over, the Charlotte Mega Hornets. So that's the team that was really tough to prep for because they were new to the league when we had to battle them. We had no intel, and it was super late into the season. We're going to do what we can to get the dub. But yeah, hopefully you guys saw the team builder to know what the plan was. But this is the match, so I'm going to go ahead and put these stats in. And I'm going to hop on out of here, guys. Thank you for stopping by and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have yourself a great day. Peace.